No, not for flats. When he brings his mobile home in, we do know he has to get signatures from everybody, which he has already.
How you doing? No. No. No, it's all. That's what we do, isn't it, like that?
Do you want me to call Ray, see where he's at?
Nope. We have a call.
Okay. I texted him. So, ready?
Okay, it is 6:31. Call the meeting to order. My name is Philip Highpond, Chairman of the Planning and Zoning Commission. We have in attendance Teddy Harley, Chris Talamantes, Jim Lawhorn, and Cindy Nichols from the City of Floresville. We will start with the Pledge of Allegiance and the Secretary.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas,
one state, under God, one and indivisible.
I won't say anything about succeeding.
Okay, we have on local, right now, here as well. Hey, my full house.
You did get my text? Did you get my text?
Okay, do we have any citizen comment? No answer was just going to reply. Okay, let's move straight on to old business and approve the minutes from the May meeting, if it is your will.
I move that we approve the meetings for May 1st, 2013.
Motion by Teddy, second by Ray, all in favor? Motion carries. 5-0.
She signed that, please. Thank you, sir.
Okay, and the new business, cause an action to approve the final plat for Floresville Commons subdivision. Is that a typo?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I thought I'd started. Floresville Commons subdivision, commonly known as the Holiday Inn Express.
Okay. Well, this has come to us in approval for preliminary, now we're at the final. And we have the final comments from Mr. Heimer on this. And I'm still needing the plat from Rick Samuels, the engineer and developer.
And we've made the changes that he did.
There was just a couple of things
A couple of words.
that had to be changed, like the plat has been submitted. It didn't say planning and zoning commission, just said planning commission, so we changed that. And then another thing was that we want to note on record is that everything looks okay. However, they wanted to know if the developers got a driveway permit from TxDOT, because on the plat, it notes on there that they have continuous access for parking, or they have an access to the hotel in the back by using the existing access there. But Mr. Heimer wanted the city to note that it's not the city's responsibility if TxDOT comes in there and said, hey, we want you gotta come in there and get a driveway permit. and it could happen. He says he's seen it happen before.
What did Ms. Thomas say in writing? Has he just made notes on that?
Yes, yes, he says that he feels more comfortable because we don't want to be at the 11th or 12th hour when they open and TxDOT says, hey, come get a driveway permit. He says he would advise them to get a TxDOT request, because on there it says, note on the plat, it comes from TxDOT. The developer is responsibility to address that.
They haven't addressed it yet?
Well, because they have an existing,
We have an existing
Driveway.
they have,
driveway.
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
TxDOT could ask them
they
to.
can still ask them.
Does.
Yes,
Even though it's already existing.
yes.
Right. So we need a proposal from the floor accepting the final plan with that
With that
clause
Yes.
in there that the city is not responsible for the driveway.
City, all other deficiencies in.
Yeah, everything is met, and they have, all the utilities on there, the easements, the parking, everything's there. Everything's there.
One thing you may want to note, we replaced some sewer manholes and some public sewer mains that were leaking. We replaced them in the public right away, in the public easements, so.
At your cost?
At our cost, we replaced
Thank you.
manholes and the leaking sewer
Glad it wasn't city.
and got it done, and so that's done already.
Yes.
I'm sure there is no intention here to be obstructive anyway, but just a CYA.
Yeah.
If you're looking for a motion, I will move that we approve the final plat with the comment that we recommend they go to TxDOT for driveway permit.
Motion by Jim,
I said, we said that. Mark said it.
go ahead and choose one. Second by Teddy, ladies first. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
So 5-0 with Jim motion. Who seconded?
Okay.
And this is to understand that the city's not responsible.
Yes. Proposal was to approve the final plat with the comment that the city is not responsible for the driveway and that we advise them to get text on that. Okay, item B, cause an action to approve the final plat for the Duran subdivision.
We have their subdivision lot. It's, what it is, it's a family of brothers who is buying this, it's an owner finance lot. And there's a copy of the letter from the owner who's requesting to, because technically it's supposed to be the property owner who submits subdivision plans. So you'll see a copy of the letter from the owner, Mr. Orozco, on there, saying that he's selling his land owner finance to the Durans. From what I understand, they're very, very close to paying it off. So what's going on there is they have a total of, let me see, 1, 2, about almost 5 acres of land. There's already a mobile home right here.
On which lot?
This lot right here, lot number 1. And then they want to subdivide the 1, 2, 3, 4 lots. There's already, when Mr. Orozco purchased this land and was selling it to the Durans, he already set up all the sewer and all the water there. So there's services in each of those lots.
For all the 4 lots?
Yes, and there's also, no, actually only the 3, which is running
From Goliad.
Goliad.
Okay.
And he's also put electrical on each of those 2. So all the services are there already. Mr. Duran wants to bring in another mobile home into one of these, I can't remember which lot it was, but he wants to bring it into one of these lots. There is, you'll see where there's the floodplain is at the very edge of the back of the lots. This land is typically flat, so when it gets a good rain, the drain, it automatically drains, well, you know, it's the south end, it's the south town, so it goes all the way through and actually goes down Peach Street and finds its way to the river. Now, it could happen where it puddles in his lots here, but it gets down to the river.
So it's not in a
No, it's no-
FEMA flood zone?
Well, it is at the very
Yeah.
end of it.
Last
Yes.
20 feet, looks like.
Yes. Actually, this is what he told me. He does say that it encroaches lots one, two, yeah, 'cause here's one, yes, 1, 2, and 4. But these lots, I mean, unless he's gonna put some structure back there, which I'm pretty sure because it's only so many feet, as long as he stays away from the floodplain, it should be fine.
You're saying all the sewer is hooked up to the sewer?
Yes, everything's on the road.
Yeah, I'm good with that,
There's a few things we need to fix in this, and I've already talked to Mr. Pollock who did this plat. It needs to say, and again, it just says planning and zoning, no, planning commission, not planning and zoning. And he needs to add the contours of the plat too, which I've talked to him and he'll get that added.
yeah. When Mr. Duran brings a mobile home in, he understands the restrictions on that.
The restrictions, not older than 15, tie down the skirted, follow the state rules, not less than 1,000 square feet. And get permission of all the property owners, which he has obtained already.
Well, he's free.
Yeah.
All of the requirements have been met.
Well, he's turned in his application, and so far he's complied with,
Well, I think plenty. All
the
plenty.
only thing we need to make sure before, if it gets approved tonight, we need to make sure that Mr. Pollock adds the contours, the elevation contours on there. We need to have that on record, and to change the wording to planning and zoning.
Any proposal needs to have that added to the end of it, subject to the correct map with the contours and the correct wording on it. Any comments? Proposal?
I'll move that we approve with the added comments that needs to have the appropriate wording on the plat and the contours added to the map.
Motion by Jim, seconded by Chris. All in favour? Motion carries 5-0.
Once again, to add contours, elevation contours,
And rewording the,
and rewording the,
correct.
and we should have that by next council meeting. So,
If it's not on there, then the council will pass it.
yeah.
So the onus is on the owner to do it. Item C is to cause an action to approve the variance for road construction for the Richardson subdivision.
Okay, that's a big one. Which one are we doing, the variance?
Road.
Okay, y'all
Yeah,
see
variance.
in your packet. Okay, what they're proposing here is, this is a very unique situation. Because it's in our ETJ, so they are required to plat it with the city. However, none of our services are really gonna be there. But they're also planning it with the county. So now the county, because it's getting platted with the county as well. The county has different standards for road construction than the city. City has higher standards. County doesn't. So if you look in your packet, you'll see, these are the county specs for the width of the road, roadway construction, and what it needs to be finished at. And then, if you look at the comments, and it should be in the packet too, that Mr. Heimer put on that. Okay. And if you read that, again, he says he understands that the proposed development is located outside the city limits, but because the development is located with the city CPJ, the planning process is typically required to go through the city, okay? So, in our regs, our cul-de-sac requires a 200 feet diameter right-of-way with 180 feet diameter pavement area for a cul-de-sac. Wilson County's is 130 feet diameter right-of-way with a 90-foot pavement area. Now, and then another thing is there are pavement widths that requires a 60-foot right-of-way for collector and minor streets with 42 and 30 feet pavement width. Wilson County's is weird because there's a 70-foot, but they're a smaller pavement width, 24. Plus, we require curves, they don't. Okay, now, the thing is, because it's two plats, county and city are working together to get this platted, they need the variance from the city because the county is going to do the maintenance on that road for the next 2 years.
If they build it to city standards, there won't be any maintenance.
If they build it to city standards, right. It is hot here.
I have a drainage,
Oh, yes.
drainage report
Yes.
and a plan.
Yes. Oh, and then, well, and we'll talk about it when it comes to the planning part, but this is just for the variance for your road, but thank you, yes. I need this, okay.
And Cindy, is any of this impacted by the textile permits?
Well, and that's gonna be with the planning when we get to the next item, but this is just to get, for the Richardsons and Bob Price to move forward with this plat. The county will not touch this plat unless we get the variance from us. And at this point, they'll be, yes, it's lower standards, but they will do the maintenance on that street. And how long is the street? Oh,
No, I don't know.
How much
It's not a very
street?
good street. Not a very long street.
It's not very long, right? Yeah, it's not very long.
It's grandfathered. Who's gonna maintain it when we end it?
Well, that's the thing, yes. But the thing is, you're looking at how many more years till that happens, possibly.
The city, it's 481 feet.
Oh, thank you. And see, they put, what they have, the documents, they have it in there.
Cindy, what you're saying is if we don't grant the variance, the county won't plat and the project stops?
Pretty much.
Okay. Just understanding that.
That's fine.
So basically, all we're voting on is the lowering of the
The
construction standards.
Exactly. The cities will always have a higher standard, always. County, because they're limited.
Mhm.
They don't have the traffic.
Exactly. In a perfect world, we would have had it annexed by now and done it all our way. But, yeah,
And the county won't accept it to city centers?
because they have to maintain it.
Well, I have no desire to make life difficult for the Richardson project. Is there any way around this other than granting the variance?
The county made it clear that they needed this done.
Chimney leadership.
Yep.
No pinatas.
Oh, man. And like I said, this is a unique situation because we're both working, city and county are working together on getting this platter, so.
You gonna make a motion?
Motion to approve the variance for the road construction for the Richardson subdivision.
I'll second.
Motion to approve the variance. Chris Talamantes, second by Teddy Harley. All in favour?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Second part of this one is, of course, action to approve the final plat for the Richardson subdivision.
Now, on this, we need to change it from final to preliminary, because there's still a lot of things that we need to get done, so.
Can we change it
We can
as
change
it's
it.
on the agenda?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For the record, we're going to change this to the preliminary plat.
And again, I got all the comments, and I've talked to their engineer, Darren Hodella today, and basically, it's still in the preliminary stages because we still need street plans, and we still need to see the street road construction plan and the drainage reports, which Mr. Feinstein just submitted right now. So this is gonna go to be reviewed,
Yep.
exactly. And then, and again, no plat, final plat can be approved unless it's been reviewed with text doc, and they need to send a letter of no objection to us as well. So we're still working all that out. Okay. So that's what we're waiting for.
We're just greasing the wheels. till it gets-
Exactly, just to kind of let you know. And then, as you see, the water main, if you look at your comments from Mr. Heimer, of course, the water's coming from Oak Hills. Our wastewater, they're going to be using septic, and in your plans, it shows the details how they're doing the septic, which is going to be inspected by the county, get the permits from the county on that. And of course, I'm pretty sure they presented the plat to Phelps for approval as well, so. And again, this is where we work with the county on the public street and drainage maintenance. And you see his comment there, says the proposed street is located outside of the city limits, which then acceptance and maintenance of these public improvements will be by Wilson County. So, until the city annexes the area. As such, we assume that the proposed plat and street drainage improvements and construction will need to be reviewed, which we have them right here, and inspected by the appropriate Wilson County staff. So this is where my office comes in and works with Leanne Hoshek's office with her engineers as well, and trade comments back and
I have a
forth.
question, if I may. We had talked last time about getting the permission of the intervening properties to voluntary annex. Have you done anything about that?
We haven't proceeded with that yet.
Are you going to?
If you'll do the corner, I'll do the,
I'll do the corner.
It's just that if you got the permission and then...
Okay, I'll do that.
Well then, if everything was voluntary annexed, it could be straight into the city.
Right.
We could run sewer pipes, so you
Okay.
wouldn't do a septic.
Well, I'll do that.
And I got a copy of the map. This is their property, and this is in your packets too, if you want to look at it later on. But as you see, this is their property, they're subdividing, and then this is County Road 130. This is where our stuff ends here. But we can expand, we can annex, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 property owners to talk to. Or volunteer, you know, and or wait for the 3-year plan too.
My main concern there was delaying the project for long.
Yeah.
the cost is, put in the sewer versus
Well, how many, it was like, I forgot how many feet they said, it was quite a bit.
but you have long term.
Exactly. Because we can get the sewer seats down in there, the wastewater, take it, excuse me, the water, because it's already Oak Hills.
Are you saying which properties?
You're talking about these.
1, 2, 3.
I've already talked to Jack Timbers. He's
Okay.
aware that he's getting ready to be in.
Just so I've got this right, if we get all those people to agree, we can annex them immediately.
Yeah, that'd be contiguous.
Then the city would put in something, right?
We can offer
It's up to you
them,
Well,
guys.
Northview Baptist Church
If
is.
you get people to agree to voluntary annex, and the city puts in a certain.
Oh, yeah.
A little bit of legwork, you might get shot at, a little bit of legwork, you know.
Certainly, certainly.
Look at my fence.
yeah.
Like this, is that what you said? Stand sideways.
But in the meantime, to get Mr.
Yeah,
Price
but
going.
in the meantime,
Yeah.
we need to approve this preliminary.
And it's preliminary.
It is preliminary.
Yes. I know. I just said. But this is a unique situation. This is kind of like first of a kind for us to do this, so we're kind of working all at it together, so.
All the properties in between are in the ETJ,
Yes.
so they are on notice that they're going to be annexed. As long as that's sent out.
Well, for voluntary, again, that would be, you know,
Yeah,
the
no.
developers, but I'd have to look what the 3 to 5 year annexation plan says.
Yeah. I'd sure like to retain the sales tax for the city. I think that will be a huge hit if we lose that.
I agree.
So if you need me help knocking on doors, Teddy will go with you.
Except for one.
Okay, any more discussion, or can we get a motion on this?
I'll move it, that we approve the preliminary plat.
I say it.
Motion by Jim, second by Ray. All in favor?
Aye.
Right. Motion carries 5-0. Before I close the meeting, who is keeping the records of attendance for the committee?
Well, we have it on record.
It's included in the minutes, but we haven't put together a table or anything that says, this is due here.
Just that we have,
I missed one.
well, but if somebody misses 3 meetings in a year, they're automatically off.
In a year?
Don't have to be consecutive either. But it does say, I believe, unexcused.
So like no notification or something?
Unexcused, so if the absence is excused, there's an emergency, then it doesn't count. Okay. Then I declare the meeting adjourned at 6:59. I know that.
What is that?
38 minutes.
And you had a lot of work.
Oh, yeah. Well, they're easy ones.
This is how these numbers go.